Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I am on here to share about pleasures, pleasures that are meaningless. In hip hop today, rappers are rapping about pleasures, empty things, and the public is buying into it. Rappers in hip hop rapping about temporary stuff. Pleasures are meaningless. Everything that they rapping about, although they may be getting money, cars, clothes, women, is all meaningless. Meaningless. Rappers in hip hop rapping about meaningless lyrics, and the public is buying right into it. People want to hear music so much that they buy into anything. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than music. Okay, it has nothing to do with no music. People are buying into meaningless hip hop, meaningless lyrics, rapping, rappers in hip hop rapping about meaningless lyrics. The public is buying right into it every single day, meaningless lyrics. Rappers in hip hop rapping about meaningless stuff, meaningless lyrics, and the public is buying into it. The public is buying into everything that these rappers are saying. It's a guy in the Bible named Solomon who followed Jesus Christ, who had everything that these rappers are chasing. He had he had bling bling and all that stuff before they did. But this is what God spoke to him. Okay, He says, "Pleasures are meaningless." I thought in my heart, come now, I will test you with pleasures to find out what is good. But the but that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, it is foolish. And now what pleasures accomplished? I tried to cheer myself up with wine and embrace folly, and my mind still guided me with wisdom, but I wanted to see what was worthwhile for man to do under the heavens during the few days of our lives. I undertook great projects. I built fine homes. I planted vineyards and parks and all kind of fruit trees, reservoir. I bought male and female slaves and others who were born in my house. And he says, this is all the stuff that he chased. All my flocks then in Jerusalem before me, I had silver, gold for myself, treasures of the kingdom I required men and women singers, all as well the light of the light of a man. I became great and far more than anyone in Jerusalem. He said, but in all of my wisdom, stand with me. I denied myself nothing to my eyes. I refused my heart no pleasures. My heart took delight in all the work, all this reward for all my toil. Yet when I survey all that my heart has, all that my hands have done, I toil to achieve. Everything is meaningless. Chasing after the wind, nothing was gained. He said he had all the stuff that the world say to be successful, but it was empty. Everything that he said he was chasing is empty. It's empty. What the rap's doing, according to the Bible here with Solomon, ain't nothing new up under the sun. Everything that's being done in hip hop is being done before. It ain't new. It ain't new. It's nothing new. And it says meaningless. Meaningless. Everything is meaningless. And people in this world are so in love with hip hop. They're so in love with the hip hop lyrics that they don't care what they put in the ear. Okay, they don't care. They don't care. Rapping about meaningless stuff. Meaningless. It's empty, chasing the wind. Solomon here in the Bible had everything. He had everything. He denied his heart nothing. But he said when he surveyed and looked at all the stuff that he had, it was meaningless. And that's what's going on in hip hop. Instead of keep rapping for that check, rapping for that royalty check, rapping to get someone to like you. It's all meaningless. And people in this world listen to anything. They buy into anything today. It's empty. It's empty. All the rapper doing is telling you all his nasty, dirty thoughts. And that's what you listening to. and you buying into all of his thoughts. You buying into all the rappers' nasty thoughts, and you going out and you repeating everything that he's saying. That's a robot. That's a robot. You're being controlled. You buying into everything the rapper say. Whatever he say, you repeat like a robot, like a puppet on a string. So rapping about meaningless stuff, meaningless money, cars, clothes, women, and you like to ride around listening to that meaningless stuff because you can't take none of that stuff with you when you leave here. The money, the fame, the cars, the jewelry. Solomon had all that. He said, I denied myself nothing. I refused my heart no pleasures. My heart took delight in all my work. That was all the reward for all my labor. Yet, when I survey all that my hands have done, what I have toiled to achieve, everything is meaningless, chasing after the wind. And gain, what was gained was nothing, nothing under the sun, nothing under the sun. So, it's meaningless. And he says, toil is meaningless. So, he said, I hate life because of the work. So this dude under the sun was grief to me. All this is meaningless. It's a chasing after the wind. All I all I hated all the things I had toiled for under the sun because I must leave. He said, because because I must leave them to one who comes after me, and who knows whether he will be a wise man or a fool. He will come he will come and control all the work which I have poured out my effort. So it's meaningless. It's meaningless. What they rap about is meaningless. The club life, all that, all the money, all the cars, all the women, and you like listening to meaningless stuff. Meaningless. It's meaningless. Chasing the wind. And some people have said ain't nothing new up under the sun. People don't know what they're saying. Because guess what? That scripture is right here in the Bible. See, God can give you wisdom on what it's saying. It was Solomon saying, right here, he says, I surveyed all my hands have done, and what I toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless. A chasing after the wind, nothing was gained under the sun. It's all empty. It's all empty. But people love to listen to meaningless lyrics. You like meaningless lyrics, rap about the same old stuff over and over again. How they hard, how they tough, how they hurt people. You like meaningless lyrics. They're meaningless. It's empty. Rap about the same old stuff. They got the money, they got the cars, they got the women, they got the jewelry. Hip hop is the same old thing, ain't nothing new. Rappers in hip hop rapping about meaningless stuff. If that's the only reason that you in hip hop, what's gonna happen when you go broke? What's gonna happen when people stop buying your digital album? What's gonna happen if that's the only reason that you're in the music industry? Is to get famous, to get people to know you. What they rapping about is meaningless. It's meaningless. It doesn't matter how much money, how much clothes, and the people that's listening to it, the people that's listening to it, they blind to God's truth. It's all empty. It don't matter how much money they got. It don't matter how many houses they got. Solomon, here in the Bible, had all that. He said, chasing the wind. Because you can't take it with you. It's empty. It's empty. It's all empty. It's empty. But we got simple-minded people in this world. There are simple-minded people who listen to hip-hop who are buying anything. Simple-minded people listen to anything. Simple-minded. You got simple-minded people who listen to these lyrics. The simple-minded believe anything.
According to web.mit.edu, a simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thought to his steps. A wise man fears the Lord and shuns evil, but a fool is hot-headed and reckless.
Yep. So there is simple-minded people who listen to hip-hop. Y'all believe anything these rappers say. If these rappers tell you to lick on the ground, you'll do it. You'll do anything these rappers say. It's simple-minded. chasing the wind. And you can't take none of that stuff with you when you leave this world. Solomon was sharing right here in the Bible that it's meaningless. These pleasures are meaningless. It's meaningless what you're rapping about, what you're giving out to the public. But people are so simple-minded that they buying anything. It's empty. It's empty. Meaningless. It's all meaningless. Trying to be a rap star, trying to be famous, trying to get people to know you, trying to get big cars, big rims, and a bunch of women. It's all meaningless. Can't take it with you when you leave here. Bye-bye.